up, guys? How are you? It's Gracie, or I am called Grace. That's my name, and thank you so much for being here. So, do you ever feel in life that you're not motivated? It's like you're going through a burnout and you're just unproductive and you don't know what you're going through. We have all been there, whereby we do not feel like doing anything. Like, I've been in that situation when I wake up, or at some point of the day I feel like I'm not doing anything. We usually call it's like a rut. Sometimes it can be a physical rut or a mental rut, and I think it happens to everyone. I used to think I was the only one, but now going through online and hearing stories from people on Instagram and everything, I've known that it's not a case which is unique to me. You see, like the Bible says, that nothing that is happening to you which is new to man. So here I am today. I feel very down. I don't feel like doing anything, guys, but at least thank God I'm recording this video. Why? Because I've been going through a season where I'm having a bad cold. My voice is not really coming back, and I'm struggling, but I thank God that I'm here. And let me tell you guys, this is what I usually do when I feel like I don't want to do anything, because I'm a champion for productivity. I don't believe that I start and end my day without doing anything. There was a time I was in a very, I think I was depressed. I was in a very bad place in my life, and I could wake up. I don't want to do anything. Like, I basically did not have a plan for my life, and I had a lot of time in my hands. So what do you do when you feel like, because sometimes you look back and you kind of regret that time you wasted, and I've promised myself that I will not be wasting time. I will not sit here and regret for time lost. So I try my best and I struggle, but there are those times when you feel like, I don't want to say hopeless, but helpless, and there is nothing you can do. So number one, when you feel like you're motivated, you are not, chances are maybe you have gone through a burnout, like you've been working so hard during the day, you work late at night, and you have no more energy. That is how the body works. When you strain it, it will not give you the results you want. So you need to rest when you're going through such times. So number one, when you feel like you're going through such a season where you feel like you don't want to do anything, number one, you're supposed to slow down, calm down, be gentle on yourself, okay, and allow yourself just to be. Sometimes those people who are self-employed, they usually say, if I don't work hard, then what happens? Will I have food on my table? But trust me, when the body is done, is done. When the body is tired, is tired. So you need to do a favor to your body. So slow down. Allow yourself to just calm down. Just take a break. Surrender. Just let it go. Take a break and say, you love work, you love being productive, but your body has said no. So you have to give the body what it wants. So just take a break, surrender, let it go. No action is needed at this point, okay? Not like the emails which come in the morning and they're like, action required, and they scare you. Then you are clicking the email and you're wondering which action. It is just a subscription which needs to be paid, or it's something that you need to respond to. So during this time, no action is required. Please take a rest and just exist. Yeah, okay, I don't like my days, I don't like existing. So I'll try myself and I'll push myself and just do one thing. And after that, if I black out, I black out. If I need to take a rest, I take a rest. Or I can just go and play with my babies. Yeah, they will always make you smile, but they can also overwhelm you. Anyway, during such time, just exist. Wacha maisha ijipeleke. That's what we say in my place. Let life take itself wherever it is taking itself, okay? Yeah, the other thing you can do is step outside. For me, a walk really works. Like a nature walk. Where I live, there is not really a nature trail like in the forest, but we are in a very natural setting, not really countrywide. We are just not really suburbs. I don't know where I can say, but we don't live in an urban place where you'll feel a lot of noise from the cars and from the road and everything. No, we live in a place where you can just step out and take a walk. So I like doing that. I really like doing that. And while I'm taking the walk, I can decide to listen to some calming music, or I don't like going like talking. Sometimes you can have a monologue and people will think you're mad. So it's better when you're listening to something or just focusing on walking, full stop. Number 3, you can, when I'm taking the walk, something else which really gives me a good breath and a lease of new life is talking to a friend. I like taking the walk and then I talk to friends. Though sometimes they're at work, but if they are free, whoever picks, if one of my friend picks, we'll have a chat if they have time, and I feel better. Sometimes you have burnout or you feel like you're hopeless because of some things not working. Yeah, sorry, I was cut out by the memory. So I was saying, if things are not working out, they're not working out. So what can we do? Step outside, call a friend, and see how life goes. Okay? If your spouse loves taking a walk, you can also take a walk with them if they're there at home. Tell them what you feel, and if it makes you feel better, please do it. If you cannot talk with your spouse in such dimensions, or if they're not present, then you just need to talk to a friend. And like I said, you can also listen to some calming music, whatever you have to do to make yourself feel better. Feel better, because it doesn't matter how you're feeling. If you're unmotivated, you're going through a burnout and everything, eventually you need to have control over your life. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, you have to do what you have to do. So do that. Step outside, do some physical exercise, brisk walk or a slow walk, like 10 minutes. You will breathe fresh air and life will be better. I'm back to you all. My phone memory is fighting for its life anyway. So I was just saying, accept yourself where you are and just say it's okay. I know it's not really, really kind for you to do that, but just saying it is well, it is okay, I got this, that really sometimes you say I got this and you know exactly what is happening. So sometimes you don't even believe yourself when you say you got this, but you have to believe yourself that you are able to handle your situation and that life, you can make sure that your life is in control. So during that time, just accept yourself where you are and say it is okay. The other thing you can do is focus on what is right. There's a video that I wrote. Is it a video or a podcast? I don't know. Not really writing, but making. But I think it was like, what if it goes right? So I was that person who used to experience a lot of anxiety. Like if my spouse is out late, I'm thinking about the worst. Or if my girl is not yet back to school, I'm wondering what happened to her. Or things are just not what. I used to lean on the negative more than on the positive. So I challenged myself and asked myself, what if things go right? So in this life, you want to maneuver and you feel down and motivated and you're going through a rut, one thing you must do is focus on what is right. Pay attention to what is right and ignore what is working. Pay attention to what is working and ignore what is not working. Trust me, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel if you do that. But if you focus on the negative, chances of giving up and focusing on the wrong things are usually very high, and we discourage that. And I personally discourage myself because I used to suffer anxiety attacks. I used to worry, and you see the Bible is even against worrying. So I was sinning every time I was worrying. So I used to worry about of many things, and trust me, most of the things I worried about were out of my control. So what if things go right? That has been my mantra, and I believe things will always go right. Even recently, I was being disturbed by the issues of not having enough money and everything. And I kept saying money comes to me and everything. And sometimes I could even get money from places I didn't expect. I would get gigs I did not expect and work when I didn't think I would have work. But have you ever been in that situation where you are looking at the next 2 weeks, you don't have work? Like, that is when you're focusing on the wrong. So focus on the right and say, what if things go right? If you have nothing else to take out from this video, always ask yourself, what if things go right? The next is you can try therapy. If you've been in a rut or you feel like not doing nothing for a week, for a month, now there is a problem. Chances are you could be depressed or so. I'm not a psychologist yet, though it's a dream in making. If you feel like you are overwhelmed by life and you cannot wake up and take that shower, that's bad. That's in a bad, it is bad. So make sure you try therapy. Nowadays, you don't have to visit a physical office for you to do therapy. I was talking to my friend, and then I was telling him I need help in this, I'm feeling like this, and then he was like, you can consider therapy, you can start with me, and then per session we can start with $30,000 per session, like 2 hours. I was shocked. I was in shock, because that is like $300 or $250. So I was wondering, per hour, how will I manage to have many sessions of but anyway, I realized later that he was trying to flex himself, and maybe was proving a point. But nowadays there is online therapy. If you have nowhere else, sorry, forgive my sniffing and everything, because I have the cold and the sore throat I'm trying to manage. I'm sorry if that really annoys you, please forgive me. So BetterHelp is one of the online places. You just need to Google BetterHelp, and it is one of the places where you'll just get to talk to someone and they will allocate you, and now if it's in urgent, they will act very urgently and you'll get someone to talk to. And trust me guys, BetterHelp is very cheap. It's not like these other people who sell themselves online therapists and everything, who are a bit expensive. You will find a plan you can fit in. This video is not sponsored by BetterHelp, but it really came through for me at some point where I felt like doing nothing and life was really, really overwhelming for me. I got someone who fit in my budget, and we had a session and I felt better, and I worked on the things we agreed. And trust me, my life was not the same again. The other thing you can do when you feel like doing nothing is journal. Writing down your feelings and your thoughts. That is usually very, very beautiful. Hey, I like journaling, my friend. I have books and books. I have journals, and I even sell planners which help you journal within the planner, because I've realized that journaling releases tension, anxiety, it releases anger. Like, you can find yourself forgiving someone you never thought you would forgive them if you just journal. In journaling, you learn to get things go, and that feeling of hopelessness goes away, and you feel better than you have ever felt. So try journaling. What is journaling? It is simply taking a blank piece of paper and writing what you feel. Okay, I feel sad, this is why I feel sad, this is what happened to me, or I have remembered this and this is how I'm feeling. Like journaling. And you don't have to have a physical journal. You can take even the notebook part or session of your book. You can take it and try to journal. Okay, yeah, please try journaling. It will not cost you anything. Maybe buying a journal, and if you need one, you can reach out, or just get a notebook from the supermarket or in your house and write your feelings. Guys, I've been journaling since I was in high school. I was journaling, but more I was writing it in terms of poems. Then I went to campus. I would write stories and stories of how I was feeling. It will come from my academic work, my relationship, a boy I liked, or someone I thought they would hit me up and they never did, or someone who behaved and talked like they love or they liked me and they never told me. Guys, I wrote everything down, and it really helped me process my thoughts. And even today, I'm the kind of a person I am today. I'm not at my best. Sometimes I have worst episodes in my life where I bring out the worst of me, either to myself or the people around me, and I usually regret that deeply. But even during that time, I write down what I feel, because who is perfect? We are not perfect. No human is perfect, and that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so after you journal and you feel like you're not helped, or you feel like you're better, you can now listen to content that is uplifting. Listen to affirmational content. Listen to building up content. Whatever is good for you, please do it. Yeah, listen to that long video, 1 hour. Listen to it. Listen to that motivational speaker, Oprah, dance, whatever works for you, please do it. Read that book, whatever calms you down, do that. And then as you listen to them, you can meditate. What is meditation? It's a form of mindfulness whereby you just close your eyes, or in the calm of music, you just close your eyes and imagine good things. Listen to good videos or audios, just living in that moment and visualizing the life that you want, the dream that you want, everything that works for you. Close your eyes and do it. Trust me. Meditation works. And you can meditate as you are taking a walk. You can meditate when you're lying on your bed. You can meditate when you're doing some yoga. Like, anything will work for you. Meditate. Do something that is really calms you down, and live in that moment. Practice gratitude. Look at things which are going right, not the things which are going wrong. Though sometimes you have to speak stuff out. You have to look at things which you have to face issues in this life. You don't have to keep on hiding and riding on top of things and expect to be there. No, sometimes you have to face things in this life, and in that moment where you have to face things in this life, do that. But meanwhile, keep yourself busy, lean on the positives, and trust me, things will be okay. And then finally, understand that life is full of cycles, and embrace every cycle of life that comes your way. In life, there are times when you will be sad. Even the Bible says that there is time for everything. There are times you're sad, there are times you're happy, there are times you have money, there are times you're lacking, there are times you feel like you're progressing well, there are times you feel you're stuck. Like a 36-year-old who feels like they are stuck. It's a very bad place, because now most of the times you have a family, you have children, people who are looking up to you. When you have no direction in life, guys, it's usually bad. So if you ever feel like you're stuck and everything, you can practice those. I have not counted, but there are more than 10 things you can do to come back to your element, where you can smile, and when you can enjoy life, and when you can be productive. But trust me, it's a season and it will pass. Okay? Bye guys. It's your girl Grace. Please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.